Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask you guys, could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. And of course, if you guys do find any of the information in this video valuable, useful, or interesting in any sort of way, definitely hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on as well, as I do also greatly appreciate that. Now, with all that in mind, I did, pretty much cover the overall market structure in earlier's live stream. If you guys do want to go check that out, it is on my channel. It is fully live. It's public. You guys can go watch it if you guys want. So, overall, I think that the structure in terms of where we are, even on XRP, I know that this is concerning to a lot of people, but, these levels that we're at, even on Bitcoin, are not too concerning to me just yet. I pretty much told you guys if we lose like about 34.6K, that's pretty much the time where I personally will get a little bit concerned with the overall market structure, and that's where I really kind of will start to watch altcoins a lot more. Now, of course, when we are talking about Bitcoin, when we're talking about, this entire market for altcoins, specifically, we want to watch Bitcoin dominance, because although, maybe an altcoin is holding up strong against, the Bitcoin drop, look at Bitcoin dominance. It's continuing to rise up, and I told you guys specifically going back, it was like over a month ago now, where I talked to you guys about Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin itself, and then of course XRP and some of the other altcoin holdings of mine. I told you guys that we will be seeing a spike on Bitcoin dominance. I was actually thinking about 45%. Will we get there? It's hard to say, but if we do, it's going to still push alts down even further. We're still seeing Solana at $100. We're seeing ADA almost breaking $1 here. A lot of altcoins are taking some major hits. Of course, you guys could check out some of the major, losers on the 24-hour span. Right now mine is pretty much showing all of this entire market. So, overall, it is up to you if you guys want to check out some of the other major losers. Like you can see like 20+% drops, 30+% drops. Like it's getting a little bit hectic out there. I understand where a lot of people are in terms of their mental state. Please just try to calm down, relax. Don't look at the screen all day. Do not look at the charts all day, because you will only concern yourself more and more, and it will basically consume you. Now, let's talk about some other major things happening within the crypto scene, specifically the SEC lawsuit. So, first off, this has come from CoinDesk. SEC Chair Gary Gensler wants to rein in crypto exchanges with tighter scrutiny. The real question is, does the SEC have jurisdiction and authority over it? Former Commissioner Paul Atkins says. And listen closely to this, guys.
Obviously, the chairman of the SEC is looking to expand the SEC's, focus on these exchanges, and I don't think there has been demonstrated problems, with respect to these exchanges to date. Obviously, we had a hack of Mt. Gox in Japan many years ago. Other than that, I haven't seen any allegations of problems, but I assume that the chairman is looking at this from a prophylactic measure. Let's try to prevent something before it happens. But the real question is, does the SEC have authority and jurisdiction over it? Do they have the tools and the means to be active as a regulator with respect to these exchanges?
And honestly, that is the big question here, because we specifically looked at a document. I want to say that was like almost 2 weeks ago now. Might even have been just a week ago. But it was talking about how the SEC can't technically, call, an asset a currency or a security. They cannot. In fact, a higher power would have to step in. That would be Congress. We've discussed this. We've talked about this. In my mind, the SEC does not have jurisdiction or authority over this entire market. They are overstepping their boundaries. They overstepped their boundaries with the XRP lawsuit. And you know what's funny about XRP being the number one asset that they pretty much targeted? Is this. Yes, this quote has been utilized many, many times in the past. But the reason why I think that this should be resurfaced and rethought out is because this is talking about XRP. It's one of the few cryptocurrencies in cryptocurrency out there that has a credible and legitimate use, so financial institutions use it to settle cross-border payments. And it's already being utilized. Like 25% of ODL volume moved with XRP. Okay, now let's put that into perspective on some of these other altcoins, right? That they promise utility but do not deliver. You know, a lot of these assets, yeah, sure, they are being used, but there's many out there that are horrendous to use. Maybe they are, non-sustainable, too expensive. Maybe just some of them don't have a use case. And that is a very big problem. A lot of them are not being utilized at all, and promising, and I should say over-promising, utility matters. Here's XRP, one of the most legitimate, most credible assets in this space, and it's being targeted by the SEC for unregistered securities. I mean, it just does not make sense to me. And of course, while we are still seeing stifled innovation in the US, we're seeing the Federal Reserve not make up a decision on this overall CBDC announcement. Yeah, sure, they are talking about the money and payments, the US dollar in the age of digital transformation, and they pretty much wrote this whole article talking about, digital assets, CBDCs, pretty much everything that you could have guessed, even talking about the concerns around, interoperability, security, DeFi itself. And it's like, what is going on? Like, in my mind, they have this technology now. They have these assets, these companies that are building trillion-dollar plus innovative technology that would disrupt this entire scene. And here we are, weighing the pros and cons still of a USDC. Or a US CBDC, sorry. I was thinking of USDC, the stablecoin. But here we are leveraging the idea on if it's good or bad. And we already see, China and, even the UK launching CBDCs, testing CBDC pilots. Like, what are we going to do when we are so far behind to the point where, the US dollar is no more, it's no longer an overall dominant currency? Because that's what's happening. We are falling way behind. And of course, talking about the SEC lawsuit, we do see here, Ripple's biggest victory triggers XRP holders' request for unprivileged SEC meetings. And we do see here the biggest victory for Ripple and XRP holders from Judge Netburn's recent decision isn't necessarily the email with the draft version of the Hinman speech. And we actually see down here the biggest victory for Ripple and the XRP holders from Judge Netburn's recent decision, is overall the most significant, idea is the notes from meetings with third parties not associated with Ripple. We do see explain that those, or Johnny Deaton, further explain that those third parties are very likely to be Ethereum's Joseph Lieben and executives from Consensus who met with Hinman and others, as well as VC Working Group, a member of the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. These notes are no doubt from the above meetings. Judge Netburn ruled the SEC can still invoke attorney-client privilege regarding the personal notes memo by Valerie, I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name, and others, but if the notes contain statements made by the people at the meetings, it's not privileged. So this could actually be a huge win for Ripple. Of course, yes, we are still awaiting a settlement win or loss. We just want to see some major updates in general. We have not seen any, sort of movement within this SEC case, and that is a concern to me. Now, all while things like this are happening, and also while everybody's getting a little bit fearful on the market structure, let's look into a few things. So first off, Google moves into blockchain and crypto. This goes back to just, 2 days ago now. They are looking at blockchain and other next-gen distributed computing and data storage technologies. We know that Google has already made their way into this entire market. We know that they are working with Hedera closely. We know that they are actually working with Ripple, or once were working with Ripple. In fact, if you guys do see here, so let me go to Google. Here we go. Currently, industry giants such as Santander and SEB, as well as tech giants such as Google, are already part of Ripple, or of the Ripple platform, also as investors. And this goes back to 2019. I'm just going to be, honest with you guys. But in general, we know that Google has been in this market for a very, very long time. And We are seeing here new Google Payments and Commerce President Arnold Goldberg, who joined the company after a lengthy stint at PayPal, recently said, that the company pays a lot of attention to crypto. And we are going to be seeing, possibly, Google-backed credit cards or even financial products. I think that we're going to be seeing that. We do see Google Pay has gained some traction in India but struggled elsewhere. Google also doesn't have its own credit card or financial products yet, but I do believe that they will be moving in on that. I believe that they know and see the value behind that, so it wouldn't make sense for them not to lay some groundwork in that area, and I'm actually very excited to see that nonetheless. Also, we are seeing this as well from January 21st, which was just yesterday. FTX readies Visa debit card for users to spend crypto balances. The card is currently unavailable in certain countries, including the US. And this is actually a pretty big overall announcement. This is the FTX card. As you know, we see a ton of updates within the scene. We've seen, for example, Coinbase get their own card, Uphold get their own card. A lot of these major exchanges are already in on this game. But the best part about it is, FTX is the top tier number 3 overall exchange in this market. We know that they are, in terms of credit, cards for, crypto and even debit cards in general. We're seeing mass adoption taken over within that area. And I do believe that we will see a lot more of that happening. We even talk about Alchemy Pay trying to get in on the, debit card and credit card scene for crypto in general. So, actually very excited for that. And I think that it's going to be, something to really kind of look into, especially if you guys are a long-term, crypto holder, or, maybe you're just, maybe you're just kind of interested in learning more about these, because they do offer some incredible, money back services as well. Like, I think that you could get like 3% cash back with XRP. It's pretty interesting. But also, we do see Facebook and Instagram on the verge of introducing over 1 billion users to the NFT space. I mean, this is getting interesting day by day, as we do see more and more mass adoption taken over within this entire area. NFTs are becoming huge, by the way. But we also seen, a CEO of financial services giant Charles Schwab, calls cryptocurrencies hard to ignore. Okay, and this is a huge I mean, look at, Charles Schwab is one of the world's largest financial services firms with assets under management of over $7.5 trillion and revenue around $11.69 billion, according to a recent Q3 2020 quarterly report. And of course, its services range from banking and investing, as well as wealth management advisory. There's a tremendous void in the space today for a firm like Schwab. And we do see, before pointing out that crypto's, transaction cost and trading war, wow, I can't even talk right now, exceptionally high, as well as its spreads. When we're talking about, crypto in general, I do believe that it is way too big for a lot of these major firms to really kind of ignore. I think that there's a lot of tremendous growth left within this market. That's why I even said on, Twitter, I tweeted just currently, this goes back a little bit today, but I said, if you are investing in crypto right now, just know that you have nothing to worry about. You are extremely early in what will be looked back on as the fourth industrial revolution of the financial system. All it takes is patience and control of emotions. And of course, my phone is a little bit weird, so autocorrect sucks, but it is what it is, right, guys? But yeah, I mean, it truly is a space where there's a lot of opportunity, as long as you are patient and, of course, you play it, pretty much the smart way. But of course, with all of that said, I do really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. Also, if you guys do want to get my exit plans, my trading indicators, all that kind of stuff, go check out NCashOfficial.com. Best deal for your buck is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which does include everything on the website, as well as all future content for free. But with that being said, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. It's been Nick. Peace out, guys.